Chosen one, they ganged up on you to make you remove yourself, but someone is seeing the truth. You were not imagining it. The silence was not accidental. The rejection was not random. The cold shoulders, the fake smiles, the subtle exclusions, the pressure to make you feel like maybe you don't belong, those things were real. They didn't want to confront you, so they tried to crush your spirit quietly. They wanted you to feel so tired, so cornered, so abandoned, that you would step away on your own. But listen to me, child. You must not skip this. If you walk away now, you might miss the blessing I am about to release. You will miss the justice I am bringing. You will miss what I have prepared to crown you with. So I need you to stay till the end, because what you lost in pain, I will return with glory. Comment Amen if you are ready to receive what I am saying. They ganged up on you, but I stood with you. You felt alone, but heaven stood still and watched, and not a single tear fell unnoticed. They planned things in whispers, spoke lies in shadows, but I dwell in light and truth. Their words were meant to break you down quietly, so they could walk away clean, with no blood on their hands. But I saw everything. I saw the trap. I saw the gossip. I saw how they tried to make you doubt yourself, until you removed yourself from where I placed you, but you didn't go unnoticed. Someone is seeing the truth. I am lifting the veil. I am exposing hearts. I am revealing your worth. Stay with me. Don't rush away. There is something here that will shift your spirit. I know how tired you are. I know how deep the wound goes. You did nothing to deserve the way they treated you. You gave kindness, they gave silence. You gave loyalty, they gave betrayal. You gave your best, and still, it wasn't enough for them. And so they decided to push you out without ever saying the words. But I say this to you now, you are still mine, still chosen, still called, still planted by my hand. No plan of man can cancel the calling I placed over your life. You're not invisible, you're not weak, you're not too late, you're not too broken, you are still standing, and that alone is a miracle. Some of them celebrated your silence. They felt relieved when you stopped speaking, when you pulled back, when you faded into the background. But I am about to call you back into the light. You will not stay hidden much longer. The season of shrinking to survive is ending. I will open eyes. I will soften hearts. I will raise your name in rooms where it was dragged. I will cause the very people who tried to ignore you to realize they were wrong. Yes, someone is seeing the truth, and soon more will see. Comment 1111 if you believe I am talking to you right now. They tried to make you question yourself. They hoped you'd second-guess what I told you. But listen, the promise still stands. The door is still yours. The breakthrough is still on its way. My hand has not moved away from your life just because others stepped back. Their disapproval has not changed my favor. Their rejection has not removed your anointing. They may have walked away from you, but I am walking closer. You are not crazy for feeling the shift. You are not wrong for sensing the betrayal. That was me, showing you who they were so I could protect who you are becoming. I want you to hear me clearly. There is vindication coming, but not in the way you expect. I will not let bitterness grow roots in you. I will not let anger become your language. I am preparing a peace that will surprise even you. I am raising a table in front of those who thought they had buried you. Not to humiliate them, but to show them that you were mine all along. When they see you rise, they will know it wasn't your power, it was my protection. They will know it was not your strategy, it was my spirit. You didn't lose your place. You didn't fall behind. What looked like isolation was actually insulation. I kept you hidden to keep you whole. You thought you were being overlooked, but I was covering you. You thought you were being erased, but I was editing the scene for your good. Now, watch. Watch what I do with the very wounds they caused. I will turn them into rivers of healing for others. You will carry comfort because you've walked through fire. You will carry truth because you were lied about. You will carry grace because you were judged. You will speak with power because you've been silenced before. Yes, you were pushed. Yes, you were lied on. Yes, they wanted you to feel like giving up. But you didn't, and I saw that. Heaven stood still and watched you hold on when everything was pulling you to let go. That's why this next season is yours. This next door will open not because of your effort, but because of your endurance. You didn't fight back with your hands, you fought with your heart. You didn't prove them wrong with your words, you proved them wrong with your walk. And I honor that. I am not finished speaking. Keep reading. I am building something inside you that cannot be shaken. The ones who saw your quiet tears will witness your loud rejoicing. I am about to shift things in such a way that those who tried to erase you will wonder how you made it through, but you will know it was me. It was always me, even in the silence, even in the rejection, even in the sleepless nights and the aching prayers. I never left. I was forming something deeper than they could ever see. What if a tiny 7-second brain ritual could erase your debt and open the door to real abundance? A leaked CIA document has revealed a simple 7-second method now helping everyday people get out of debt and draw in wealth. Tested by 4 leading neuroscience labs, this easy home practice is turning money problems into better lifestyles. People are getting new homes, cars, and travel experiences. But this information could be removed at any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it disappears. You are the one I chose, not because you were perfect, but because you were willing. Willing to stay when it hurt. Willing to believe when no one else did. Willing to keep your heart soft when life tried to harden it. That is why I'm lifting you now, not to show off, but to show what I can do with someone who stayed faithful even when it felt like there was no reward. This blessing is not random, it is rooted in your resilience, it is flowing from your faith. You didn't collapse when you were targeted, you didn't become bitter when you were betrayed, you didn't run when it would have been easier to disappear, and that's why I'm stepping in. That's why I'm shifting things. That's why I'm calling out the truth from the hidden places and exposing what was done in secret. You will be restored, not just to where you were before, but beyond it. Better, stronger, clearer, wiser. They ganged up on you, but heaven is gathering for you. Let your soul breathe now. The worst is behind you. The sting is fading. My spirit is filling every broken place. And soon they will see not just who you are, but who I've always been through you. I will make your life a testimony of redemption. You felt the shift in their tone, their eyes, their actions, and still you chose to stay kind. You chose to keep loving. You chose to remain loyal to people who hoped you would slowly fade away. But I was watching. I saw it all, and I have not remained silent. Every moment you were pressed down, I was planning a rising up. You thought they won because they got you to question yourself, but I tell you now, they only exposed themselves. The truth is making its way to the surface, and it will not be stopped. I know what they said when you left the room. I know how they tried to make others believe it was your fault. I know how they twisted the story, hoping to make you the villain so they could feel clean in their betrayal. But I am the God of justice, and I do not just restore what was taken, I bring clarity. I am bringing light into places where your name was dragged. I am putting peace into the hearts of those who doubted you. And soon, the same people who questioned you will wonder how they couldn't see what I see in you. Comment 222 to declare that justice is coming. You don't need to defend yourself. I will do that. You don't need to prove your worth to anyone who looked away. Your value was never based on their vision. Your calling was never in their hands. It was in mine, and I never took it back. You still carry the oil. You still carry the fire. You still carry the promise. So lift your head, shake off the dust. You didn't lose. You survived. And that survival was not accidental. It was miraculous. I saw how they walked past you. I saw how they clapped for others and never looked your way. I saw how they celebrated people who did less than you and stayed silent when you gave your all. But don't let that confuse you. Their silence didn't mean I was silent. Their neglect didn't mean I was absent. While they were trying to erase you, I was engraving you on the palm of my hand. While they were trying to replace you, I was reserving something greater for you. You don't need a crowd to be chosen. You don't need their approval to be anointed. You need only me. And I have never changed my mind about you. You are going to see it soon, the turnaround, the restoration, the open doors. But more than that, you are going to feel it, that deep peace, that holy strength, that knowing that says, I made it through what was meant to break me, not by your might, not by your power, but by my spirit. The pain was real, but so is the promise. The betrayal was real, but so is my blessing. The loneliness was real, but so is my love. And that love is lifting you now. There will be a day, and it's closer than you think, when you will look back at this moment and say, that's where everything changed. Not because they apologized, not because they suddenly saw your worth, but because you finally saw yourself the way I see you. You finally stopped shrinking to fit into places I was calling you to rise out of. You finally let go of the idea that you had to earn love, and you started to receive it from me freely. That's when the shift happens. That's when power enters. That's when I step in with my glory and do what no one expected. Comment 555 if you're ready for that shift to begin. Some people were hoping that you would give up so they wouldn't have to feel guilty. They wanted you to go away quietly so they could avoid the truth. But I am not letting you disappear. I am not letting you sink. I am not letting their silence become your sentence. I am breathing life into you again. I am rebuilding your strength. I am restoring your confidence, not the kind that comes from applause, but the kind that comes from knowing you are mine. Your presence carries weight. Even when they pretended you didn't matter, something in them knew you did. That's why they tried to pressure you to leave. That's why they excluded you. That's why they spread whispers. Because your light made them face their own darkness. Your peace exposed their insecurity. Your spirit reminded them of what they once had and lost. It's not your fault they couldn't handle your presence, but it is my promise that you will not be destroyed by it. Could a CIA-revealed brain ritual be the quickest path to a life of luxury? Newly uncovered CIA research has exposed a powerful brainwave method that is helping ordinary people attract wealth almost immediately. This 7-second at-home ritual, verified by 4 neuroscience labs, is shifting people from debt to dream houses, cars, and trips. If you are seeing this, you are fortunate, because this page might be taken down soon. Click the link in the description and comments to learn the secret before it is gone. You will not live in fear of walking into rooms anymore. You will not keep wondering who's whispering or watching. You will not keep overthinking what you said or did. I am freeing you from that. I am removing that weight. I am lifting your head and your heart. You don't belong to confusion anymore. You belong to clarity. You don't belong to fear anymore. You belong to faith. You don't belong to sorrow anymore. You belong to joy. Let me give you back what they tried to take. You didn't imagine your way into pain. They caused it. But I will not let you stay there. I will walk you out. You will no longer cry yourself to sleep, wondering what you did wrong. Instead, you will rest, knowing you were simply too anointed to fit in places built on insecurity. You were too truthful to blend in with lies, too faithful to survive in a room full of betrayal, and so I pulled you apart to protect what I planted in you. What felt like rejection was really redirection. Every tear you cried was counted. Every night you stayed silent, I heard. Every time you smiled through the ache, I was near. You are not forgotten. You are not left behind. You are not unwanted. You are mine, and I don't just see the wounds, I heal them. I don't just hear the prayers, I respond. I don't just understand your silence, I speak into it. And I am speaking now, not to shame you, but to remind you, I was always with you, so be still. Take this in. Let my words become your anchor. You are not what they said. You are not the story they created. You are not the lie they used to cover their guilt. You are my chosen one, and I am raising you again, not to fit in, but to stand out, to shine, to lead, to love, to walk in freedom. It does not fail. I held you through the worst of it, through the slander, through the silence, through the shame they tried to place on you. I stood guard over your soul. You are still standing because I never let go. You need to hear this. They thought they could erase you by making you question yourself. But you are not going to break. You are going to rise. Because someone is finally seeing the truth. And that someone is not just people around you, it is you. You are starting to see clearly now. The fog is lifting, the confusion is losing its grip. I am helping you recognize that it wasn't your weakness that made them turn. It was your strength. It was the light I put in you, the truth I placed in your voice. The peace you walked in while they were hiding chaos in their hearts. Comment 777 if you feel the truth rising inside you. This is the turning point. You've endured the storm, but now I am speaking to the waves. You've been bruised, but you are not broken. You've been targeted, but you are not taken out. I know how much you wrestled with the question, what did I do wrong? But I need you to understand, it wasn't about you doing something wrong. It was about you being exactly who I made you to be. Your presence disturbed what they wanted to hide. Your integrity challenged their comfort. Your loyalty shined light on their betrayal. And that's why they tried to turn the tables. But I'm flipping them back. You will not be defined by what they did. You will be defined by what I am doing. I am healing you. I am lifting you. I am calling you deeper into my love. I am bringing you into a new space, not one built on pleasing others, but one rooted in pleasing me. That is where your freedom is. That is where your strength will grow. That is where your joy will return. You don't have to keep asking why they changed. You just have to trust that I never did. I watched you walk into that place, full of hope, full of light, only to slowly feel yourself fading in a room that didn't want you to shine. I saw how you dimmed your joy, your voice, your passion, just to make others feel comfortable. But that's over now. I'm calling you back to the fullness of who you are in me. No more shrinking. No more doubting. No more apologizing for the favor on your life. You are chosen. That hasn't changed. Comment 1010 if you're ready to walk in the fullness of what I've spoken over you. Do not let bitterness take root. I know it hurts. I know the betrayal runs deep. But what I'm doing in you is greater than the pain they caused. You don't have to carry anger to carry strength. Your softness is not weakness, it's sacred. Your ability to love again is not a flaw, it's a reflection of me. Let me clean the wounds. Let me remove the poison. Let me give you peace where confusion once lived. I don't want you just surviving, I want you thriving. You've been surviving long enough. You are going to walk through the same doors they tried to keep you out of. And when you do, it won't be because you forced your way in, it will be because I opened it for you, and no one can shut what I open. They might be surprised, they might whisper again, but this time you won't flinch, you won't tremble, you'll smile, because you'll know it wasn't them who held your future, it was me all along. I've been working behind the scenes, preparing people who will value you, places that will nurture you, paths that will bless you. I have seen the moments when you almost gave up. I heard the thoughts that tried to convince you it would be better to disappear, but I need you to know, you matter more than you realize. Your life holds weight, your voice carries purpose. Your presence changes the atmosphere, and no group, no crowd, no whispering circle can take that away. You are sealed by my spirit, marked by my love, covered by my hand. I am not just healing what was broken, I am blessing you beyond what you can imagine. I am giving you beauty for ashes, strength for weakness, joy for mourning. This next chapter will not look like the last one. The faces might change, the environment might shift, but my love for you remains the same. You're not going back to the old you. You're stepping into who I always knew you were. Strong, brave, anointed, whole. Is it actually possible for a 7-second ritual to turn financial hardship into sudden prosperity? A leaked CIA-backed study introduces a short money ritual that is already changing lives. Approved by 4 neuroscience labs, it retrains your mind to pull money toward you. People who were once struggling are now living their ideal lives with luxury homes, new vehicles, and travel. But this information may not stay online. Click the description and comments now before it is permanently removed. You are going to walk with a new kind of boldness, not arrogance, not revenge, but quiet strength, gentle courage, holy confidence. Because you've been through the fire, and you came out refined. You've been through the battle, and you're still standing. You've been through the silence, and you still chose to speak to me. And now, I'm speaking back, not to shame you, but to raise you. The healing is already beginning. That ache in your chest, that tightness, when you remember what they did, is loosening. I am replacing it with something better. I am teaching you to breathe again, to laugh again, to dream again. The burden is lifting. The weight is being exchanged for glory. You don't have to carry what they handed you. I am placing something better in your hands. So walk forward, don't look back. Don't keep rehearsing the pain. Don't keep retelling the story in your mind. I've already written a new one where you're not left behind, one where you're not forgotten, one where your tears are turned into triumph. This is not the end, it's the beginning of something holy, something powerful, something beautiful. Stay close to me, let me guide you. Let me whisper truth into the places that still hurt. Let me remind you who you are and whose you are. I have not forgotten you. I have not forsaken you. I have not changed my plans for your life. I am still the God who brings justice. I am still the God who brings breakthrough. I am still the God who sees everything done in the dark and brings it to light. I am preparing to lift you in ways that make people wonder how it happened. But you will know, it wasn't a coincidence. It was me. The same God who watched you be ganged up on is now preparing a table for you. And I don't waste pain. I redeem it. I rebuild from it. I restore because of it. You will not be known for the betrayal. You will be known for the bounce back. You will be known for the beauty that came from the crushing. And what hurt most was how no one stood up for you. No one defended your name. No one asked if you were okay. They let the lie spread. They let the pressure push you. They let the weight fall on you, knowing it was never yours to carry. But hear me now. That burden is being lifted. That story is being rewritten. And the ending will not look like the betrayal, it will look like redemption. You've felt isolated, but you are not alone. You've been rejected by people, but you are accepted by me. You've been torn down in whispers, but you are being built up in my truth, and my truth always wins. Their stories about you will fade, but what I'm writing over you will remain. You don't have to run. You don't have to disappear. You don't have to doubt every step you take. I am going before you. I am standing beside you. I am guarding behind you. Your name is safe in my hands. Comment 1212 if you're ready to step out of shame and into my restoration. You thought they would understand. You thought they would care. You thought the years you gave would mean something. But people can change when pride enters the heart. Loyalty fades when jealousy grows. Love turns cold when truth gets too loud. But I never change. My love remains warm. My loyalty stays strong. My eyes are always on you. I have never turned away. When they turned their backs, I opened my arms. When they closed their hearts, I opened heaven over you. Don't mistake their silence as my absence. I've been here the whole time, catching your tears, holding your heart, planning your restoration. I know they thought they were right. I know they felt justified. I know they convinced others that they were protecting something good. But what they really did was protect their comfort, because the truth you carried made them uncomfortable. You lived with honesty, and that truth pierced the atmosphere around them. It shook the lies they built their safety on. So instead of facing truth, they tried to move you out of the way. But child, the truth cannot be silenced. The truth will always find its way to light. And that's what's happening now. Someone is seeing it. Maybe not everyone, but someone is. A heart is softening. Eyes are opening. Someone is beginning to realize that what they believed about you wasn't true. That maybe you weren't the problem. Maybe you were the one sent to help. Maybe your absence left a space they didn't know how much they needed filled. And that's not your doing, that's mine. I am moving behind the curtain, stirring hearts, shifting minds, bringing clarity where confusion used to rule. I am the God who makes all things new, including reputations, relationships, and perspectives. Comment 333 if you believe healing is coming where there was once harm. You won't have to beg to be seen. You won't have to fight to be valued. I am placing you in a position where the right people will recognize the treasure in you without needing to be convinced. You won't have to explain the depth of your heart to people who only listen to shallow voices. I am bringing people into your life who will see you through my eyes. They will celebrate your spirit. They will protect your presence. They will make room for your gifts, not tolerate them, but treasure them. That is my promise to you. You have endured with grace. Even when your heart was breaking, you didn't let it make you bitter. Even when your name was being questioned, you didn't try to destroy theirs. You let me handle it. You trusted my timing. You kept your hands clean, and because of that, I am honoring you. I am not just returning what was lost, I am multiplying it. You are about to see beauty come from the ashes. You are about to see fruit from the seed of your silence. Your humility has not gone unnoticed. Your restraint has not been wasted. Have you heard about the secret ritual the government does not want people to know? Imagine if just 7 seconds could clear your debts and bring wealth effortlessly. A leaked CIA report and 4 top neuroscience labs confirm this is real. Families who were struggling are now moving into dream homes with peace of mind. But this secret could be taken down at any time. Click the link in the description and comments before it vanishes. You will not be known by the betrayal, you will be known by the blessing. You will not be remembered for the rejection, you will be remembered for the way I raised you. You will not be trapped in the old story. I am writing a new one, with new chapters, new characters, and a new ending. And this one ends in joy. It ends in freedom. It ends in you standing tall, not because you fought for revenge, but because you trusted me for justice. There's something else I need you to know. Some of them will never admit what they did. They will never say the words. They may never come back and make it right. But that does not stop me from making it right. I don't need their apology to bless you. I don't need their recognition to promote you. I don't need their words to validate your worth. What I have for you is not limited by their willingness to see it. I'm not waiting on them to open the door. I'm building a new one, and it's already on its way to you. I will honor your endurance. I will reward your faithfulness. I will bless your obedience. Because you didn't just stay quiet, you stayed pure. You didn't just walk away, you walked with me. And that has more power than you know. The battles you faced alone will become the foundation of strength for others. You will speak, and hearts will heal, because you know what it feels like to be silenced. You will lead, and people will follow, because you know what it means to walk alone. And you will love deeper, because you've known what it means to be abandoned.